When you're staring at a treadmill or a set of dumbbells and wondering whether a compact elliptical is really worth the floor space, the biggest question is simple. Will it actually move you forward in the way you need, or will it end up as another piece of furniture you avoid? I've spent the last week watching a few other reviews, digging through the little bits of product info that manufacturers hand over, and even watching a few YouTubers set up their own home gym ellipses in cramped apartments. My goal here is to help you figure out if the TRABVVIJSC elliptical exercise machine is the kind of equipment that earns its spot on your living room floor, or if you'd be better off putting those dollars toward a different kind of cardio solution. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First, let's talk about why people hesitate before buying a home-use elliptical. The main concerns I keep hearing are, will it fit under my couch? Do I really need that much resistance for my workout? And, can I trust a machine that says it's twice the resistance of ordinary products without any power source? Those are all valid. Space is a premium in most apartments, and many of us have to share a room with a desk, a sofa, or a pet that likes to curl up on anything that looks like a nap spot. On the other hand, there's a genuine need for low-impact cardio that can actually challenge the heart and legs without pounding the knees. The TRABVVIJSC model promises a compact footprint, no electricity, and a higher resistance level than the typical cheap elliptical you see on discount shelves. The question is whether those promises translate into real-world benefit. From a practical standpoint, the machine really does feel light enough to slide under a low sofa or to tuck behind a desk when it's not in use. The frame is made of aluminum alloy, which keeps the overall weight down while still feeling sturdy when you're standing on it. When you first hop on, the pedal motion is smooth, thanks to a high-ratio chain drive that the manufacturer highlights as smooth hand feel. In my testing, the elliptical glides without the jerky start-stop sensations that cheap models often have, and the lack of an electrical motor means there's no humming or buzzing to distract you from your workout. That's a big plus for people who set up a home gym in a quiet study or an office corner where noise can be a deal-breaker. Resistance is where the twice as much claim gets tested. The machine uses a flywheel system with adjustable tension bands. Turning the resistance dial a few clicks gives you a noticeable increase in effort. It's not a subtle shift, which is exactly what you want if you're trying to push yourself beyond a light warm-up. However, the maximum resistance still feels more in line with a moderate intensity cardio session rather than a heavy strength-building workout. If you're looking to replace a spin class or a high-intensity interval session, you might find the upper end a bit limiting. For people who are more focused on steady-state cardio, fat burning, or simply staying active while watching a series, the resistance range feels adequate. One of the bigger hidden trade-offs is that, because the machine is completely manual, you need to keep the momentum going yourself. There's no motor to take over when you get fatigued, which can be both a blessing and a curse. On the plus side, you're engaging your muscles more actively, which translates to a slightly higher calorie burn per minute compared to a motor-driven elliptical set on a low resistance. On the downside, if you're prone to fatigue or need a more forgiving low-impact option, you'll have to rely on your own effort to keep the pedals moving. This also means you're less likely to forget about your workout. There's no temptation to let the machine do the work while you scroll through your phone. Now, who should definitely consider this machine? If you're a busy professional who wants a low-impact cardio option that fits under a desk or a couch, and you don't want to deal with cords or noise, this elliptical hits a sweet spot. It's also a decent fit for apartment dwellers who have limited floor space but still want to keep a consistent cardio routine. The non-impact design is friendly to knees, hips, and lower backs, which makes it suitable for older adults or anyone recovering from a joint issue who still wants to stay active. For those who prefer a workout that also feels a bit like a strength session because you have to generate your own resistance, the manual flywheel provides that subtle extra challenge. Conversely, if you're a serious athlete training for a marathon, a triathlon, or a high-intensity sport, you'll probably find the resistance ceiling too low and the manual nature too demanding for long, sustained sessions. People who need a fully automated, programmable workout with preset programs and heart rate monitoring might feel shortchanged. This model does not come with built-in displays or connectivity. If you have a very small living area,